what we're going to do now is we're going to have a quick look at a window and the roller shutter. Why on earth would I want roller shutters? Well, these aren't security shutters, but they do look like security shutters, and they are quite secure. But the real benefit is the insulation value. In the summer, they'll prevent the heat getting in, and in the winter, they'll stop it escaping. So, a German double glazed window, quite typically, very, very similar to the English one. Apart from the way they're fitted, and this is where they could go wrong. Because if you look at the window reveal here, in the UK, what you'd normally do is you would make this a flush finish and you'd close the cavity. But as you can see, the brickwork, the facework on the outside of the building is 50mm further, so it's reducing the opening size than the blockwork. And the reason for that is because the window will actually fit against that. It's strapped to the blockwork, but it closes the cavity and it fits against that. But in between it, there's actually a runner, and that runner comes fixed to the window pre-prepared, and that houses the actual roller shutter. So if anybody's ever been to Europe, you'll know exactly what I mean. In the evenings you can have the window, because they're tilt and turn again, and you can have the window on tilt. The breeze will get through because you can open these up, and they've got little holes in between each lat, and that allows the air through, but it stops mosquitoes, and they're fantastic. So what we have to do is remember that we want to hide it. We don't want to have a box on the wall. So what we do is we build it into the wall, and it becomes integral. It's part of the system. And you'll notice up here the lintel, how high it is. And the reason for that is because just below it, here to there, we're actually going to fit the roller shutter. That's why the lintel, the structural lintel, is higher, and the actual box, the housing for the roller shutter, is not structural. So the actual window opening will be from here to the sill, and everything else is cased above it. From the technical view, what we need to look at is the height of a lintel, and we need to make it so that it looks aesthetically pleasing from the outside. So we need to make sure that the height of the facework is correct all the way through and all at one level, instead of having it staggered. The reason why people may think it's staggered is because if you can imagine the rolled up Schalazina, the security shutter, which we're talking about, if it's for a window, it's going to be from here to here. So it's going to be around about 1.2 meters. That's going to be rolled up, and the size of that roll in the wall is 1.75. So that's 175mm. But if you're going to do it with a door, you've got to imagine now the roller shutter has to go down to here. So it's going from there up to there. So that needs 240, because when it's on a roll it's a lot bigger because of the depth. So what we tend to do is just make sure that all of the lintels are all at the same height, which is the maximum, and then it all looks exactly the same on the outside. So two things to note there. You've got the height of the lintel, the door and the window, and you've got the window reveals, which are 50mm smaller, so the size of the window will matter.